word. I had that idea that I will knit all week only socks from Christmas to New Year. I must say, I am a little bit sick of sock knitting, but this will gonna be my last one. But while I was knitting these socks, I have some opinion. Now I know what type of yarn I like more, and I can tell more about this opal yarn. So this type of yarn is six fetch play. This one is 8, and this one I think was 4. This one, and I don't know, is it a problem with me, or maybe someone else also have this problem, but I must say that with a 4 fetch yarn is much easier to knit, because with this was the next one was 6. I saw that I'm catching small threads from all thread, some from the 6 all the time. Also, it was kind hard to knit. My fingers are in pain. And this 8, also the same story. I'm catching all the time some parts of this 8 threads. And also I'm always pointing, not this hand, but the other one hand with a needle under my nail. And it's so painful. I didn't have this problem with this type of sock. What can I say? I will not buying this type of yarn anymore, because I know it's not pleasant to knit, at least for me. Of course it's fun because of colors, but also this type, this is also a opal, and I must just say that this is much softer. I washed and blocked these socks already, and this socks also is quite stiff, and after washing I must say this not become much softer. They even don't have halo as it is for this yarn. Do you see? And one more thing, that I need to prepare balls for sock knitting, that they are similar. There was an issue. I didn't know I needed to unravel one sock, that these two would be similar. With this one pair, my son told me whatever, and I just knitted. For this type of yarn, there is a kind contrast colors. Again, I work on that each of the balls are similar, and while I am knitting 2 socks in the same time, I can see that they come out quite similar. So, and there is also leftover after I made similar balls, about 7 or 8 grams, and the same story with this one. I'm tired from the socks, and this will gonna be the last one I will finish. Today is December 30, and I hope I will finish, and that's it. this is so pleasant change to knit something else by socks. And this is my next morning coffee. Oh, cat! And īrādziņi. How to call this? It's a traditional Latvian and many of East European food, and some cinnamon cakes. I'm knitting my Grinch cardigan, not in the season right now with a thematic of Grinch, but I love it. I change video typing mode, and this is more real color, but even darker. Let's make like this. Yes, now it's real, so you can see. Wow, this is so nice yarn. I had used this yarn for sleepover, that one in black color, and yeah, this is merino wool, very old stash. So I will chill, watch something, drink my coffee and eat my patties. New words, I didn't know this word. Now I will know. Beautiful. And it's so unusual to knit on such a big needles. It's a number 7. Okay. I love green so much. Oh my god. Beautiful, beautiful. Love, 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 love. Hi, Happy New Year. How do you feel starting this 2024? I am watching and see many YouTube, because I usually use more YouTube, so I see many like plans for 2024, or there is many videos. What did I knit? What have I made on 2023? But I think I will not make a video like about my past knits, because I don't know, I think I must grow more, and there isn't anything much to show you. And yes, I have some ideas for next year, this year, just keep in mind, but I don't made some goals that I should, that I must. I think this will gonna be too big pressure for myself, therefore I'm not take a part in like a knitting call or something like this. I will not do that. Also, I decide that I will not take part in some test knittings, but for now I think it would be too big pressure also for me, and I don't do this like I don't feel these invitations for test knittings too. but I was really interested in them last year. I was thinking that in this way I can learn more about knitting, and because it's the most my favorite hobby right now. In past 2 years, I think now it's a little bit more like very hard sick in this, but usually I was just casual knitter. Oh, you need a hat? Okay, I will make a hat. Oh, you need a scarf? Okay, I will make a scarf. Maybe I should try to knit some sweater. Okay, I will knit a sweater. Nothing else. I even didn't know about this huge community about knitting and designers, knit designers, and yarn shops, brands, and I even didn't know that there is hand-dyed yarn. What was the end of my year? I decided I will knit socks all week long from Christmas to New Year, and in the end I socks and become sick of the socks, and this was my last pair from Opal. Very thick yarn. It's 8 fetch, if I remember right. 8 fetch, and now I know I don't like that knitting from such a thick yarn. Also, I don't like a result. Very heavy socks. It's not what I would love to wear, but my son likes this type of socks. I knitted for him in blue, and this one from after I filmed this, I will gift it to my daughter. I think she will love it. Yes, and I forgot to tell you what I am wearing. This is a weekend sweater from Petit Knit. And yes, that was a designer which I was using the most. Maybe it's because I can understand her writing very well. I don't have any issues to understand her patterns, and actually I learn many things from that, and I have in my stash some patterns that I didn't knit yet, and I have really plans, so there will be some Petit Knit patterns in the future this year too. And funny part, this yarn I have a lot of this yarn. Also, I have made a apron cardigan from this yarn, but it's very huge. Somehow that gauge comes off, but anyway, I really love that cardigan, and I use it quite often. Yes, I wear it quite often. But now I have very hot hair. We have a problem. Outside is very cold, minus 12, minus 16, something like this. In other days, yes. And my skylight windows freeze that I can't open them. No, not in any way. I can't open them. I even see ice on windows, and here is very hot right now. I turn off a heater, but anyway, it's a sunny side and it's very hot in this room. But I decided to make video here. So, but I want to wear something from knit, because mostly video is about knitting, and I hope it looks nice. Of course, black. Yes. Actually, it's so funny. I found more new bloggers, podcasters about knitting. One of them is from Netherlands. and she loves bright, colorful things. And other one is from Sweden, I think. Yes, and there was a very fun part. I was watching her video about yarn organization. I was blown out how many yarns she has, and all new, beautiful. It's like a shop for me. I would go and do shopping there. And she had that alpaca mohair, silk mohair yarn in, how she said, weird green color. I must admit that when I get this order with 10 balls of this yarn, I was like a little bit disappointed about that color. I was thinking it will be much more warm, like forest green color, but in the end it is like this. Boom! And my idea was to knit a cardigan, and I'm calling it a Grinch cardigan. I don't know. I just had this idea, and I cast on this cardigan when I was watching a Grinch movie. And I'm using the pattern from the Deep Knit. I think it's a quite old pattern because from the way how this cardigan is knitted, it's called the balloon jacket, and it is knitted from bottom up. And yesterday I was sewing together shoulders. I hate sewing by hand. I love to sew, but I usually do it with sewing machine. And by hand it's not my favorite thing. But I am mixing this yarn with this super old merino. This is a very old merino yarn, and I think that you see quite not a very big ball, but I think this ball will be for all cardigan. And I have more of this green, and I decide if this will gonna be enough for whole cardigan. I will definitely looking for something more greenish, like this dark color. I really love green color. Well, really love. I have a green eyes, and I just think that this color suits me very well. And yes, this is what I am knitting, but I am making changes for this cardigan. At first I cast on with the option that I can decide how long this cardigan will be. I don't know how it calls. I crochet it. About crotching, I don't know many words, because crotching, I know how to crotch, but it's not my favorite part of craft. I'm not watching anything about it. I don't know, I don't like to crotch, but I'm happy that I know how to do it, because sometimes I'm crotching, yes. But this way how to cast on something I learned from knitting a Nemi skirt from Milena Paulina. I try to remember, but I really love that designer. She's very, I don't know how to describe her style, but she has her own style that you don't usually see to anyone else. I would somehow this hipster world come in my mind, but I hope this is not a bad thing how to describe her. But yes, I love her ideas. They are quite modern for these days, like fashionable, and in some way they kept me in 90 something from that time, also really nice. So, and I learned, I actually for now I have on my whip also under my skirt, and I learned this technique. And yes, I will knit this cardigan that long how I wish. But the sad part is that I think I will need to order more of this, and I hope it will be possible, because I heard that this yarn is discounted from drops. It's very sad because it's super nice yarn, very soft. I can't understand why they are doing this. Very nice yarn. So I'm really hoping that I will be able to order this. I'm looking where I can do. So yeah, and I made the changes. There is a plan that you are knitting sleeves, also a plain pattern, and after that you sew her seam, and after that you sew in armholes. And yesterday I think, no way, I will not doing this, so much sewing, no. I just will cast on from the armhole and keep going. We'll see how this will going on. I'm knitting on needle size 7. Wow. Yes. Well, this is one of my projects that is on the whip. Somehow I'm doing this quite chaotic, but I hope this will work out. Yes, I think I will knit it today too. And I knitted also a hat from Shuffle yarn, and see how beautiful it looks. And I can try to put on to me. I really love when this fold is quite wide. I think it's because it's just warmer. And I knitted a hat, Stockholm hat, and at the first time ever this gauge is perfect. I really do not understand how in this pattern you can hold together 3 yarns. I think I'm not wrong, and the gauge isn't big, because I must unravel that hat from the green one many times. Actually, I have, here it is. Still, she looks quite big on me, and it was unraveled, and there is a much less stitches. I don't know how it happens. And this hat is more fit. I even don't know how I look right now, but I really love this yarn. It was so nice to knit with it. That thread looks like a felted thread, and color gauge, how you see, is a quite for hat it looks quite perfect, because I was worried. I didn't want that pink color would be here in the same end, and it turns out like I was wishing for. Stitches doesn't look very even. Maybe I will try to show you closer. You see, they looks quite hand knitted. But anyway, it's I think it's gives a very nice structure to hat, and I want to I shouldn't do that, but I really want to buy more this yarn, just because I want to make a neck warmer, and maybe quite long. It could be like a vest, because I want a set of this. Usually I don't use scarves. It's very rare. In autumn time I was wearing a Sophie scarf, but Sophie shawl. Yes. I think it would be a very nice set. And I really want to knit from this yarn more. And there is a lot of cool colors, and actually when you knitted it, I had the feeling I want to buy any of that color and knit hats and maybe sell them, but just to have this experience that I knit them and I see the gradient of colors. Crazy. I think it's a sickness. Because I was spending, while I was knitting this hat, it's hilarious. I was spending a lot of time in the online shop. So this is about this hat. I'm happy that I had this experience with this yarn, and I want more. I really suggest you this yarn for a hat. Of course, if you like this style of stitches, because it is what it is, but this doesn't bother me at all, and I'm happy that finally, from after I was knitting this hat at least 4 times, finally it's okay, it's right. And I knitted longer. I knitted like a size the smallest which there is, but I knit a 26 centimeter long before this decreases. So this is what I have done about this hat. Also, I just was tired from socks. I needed small, different projects. I knitted one more Sophie scarf. Before New Year, I knitted the same Sophie scarf, and yes, for the present. And I knit one more because I don't know, I love it. And I don't know, will I wear it or not? I just wanted to try, because first one I was knitting with this merino wool, held together 2 strands of mohair, and here I have only 1 strand of mohair. So yes, I have more of this yarn. It's quite a beautiful color, but I don't know what to knit. I'm thinking maybe I can knit balaclava from my favorite knitwear. I'm not buying new patterns, I'm using what I have. It's with a cable, it's a cable knit balaclava. I really love them. My daughter are wearing this balaclava in color brown all the time. She loves it, and maybe I can knit in this color. Actually, she had a new coat, wool coat in camel color, light brown, something like this. Maybe this will suit better. We'll see. And also, I just tried to knit out small yarn leftovers. And so cute. So cute. This is from the yarn I knitted Ingrid sweater. It's a December ball from the Petite Knit. This also, I was knitting socks from this yarn, and yes, and I just wanted, this was one first time I'm knitting this December bow, and I used also the yarn from what I knit we like sleepover for Christmas gift for my oldest daughter. And this is a huge bow, very huge. So they are quite different sizes. And this was my small project all this time. 2 weeks. I want to drink water. And now I can tell you that I have all this time while I start filming this YouTube channel videos, and I have this Nemir skirt. It was finished, but I decided I don't want so long, and I unravel it. And also I have a secret plan. That there will gonna left some yarn, because for additional these skirts, oh my god, it looks so sad right now. I have knitted also a sweater, and I made this pattern is a caramel sweater, but I made a different color. Sorry, it's needles. I made this like right way stitch, and I knit this neck. I think it looks very nice. And this yarn, it's a cotton cashmere yarn, and I need to hold together with this mohair. My hands are shaking. Why? Okay. And it turns out like this, but it's all what I have left. And at first I need to finish skirts to see how much yarn will left, and then I will finish. Of course, I knitted hands till the cuff part, and I was hoping to knit quite a long sweater that covers my hips, because I don't feel quite confident wearing these skirts with covering at least half of my butt and half of my hip side. In past year I gained so much weight. You don't know it, but I know it. But I love the skirts, and it's very pleasant. And I'm knitting this on the needle 3.5, the same this sweater, and it's like a huge mess. And for now, this sweater looks quite sad. But yes, I need to finish, because I'm knitting this, I think, from the end of the summer. It's quite a long time. Yeah, but at first I think I will knit a Grinch cardigan. I hope. How much I can, I will knit it, and after I will start this one. But I have some ideas about my new projects. I know that in this month I will have to visit the doctors with kids and by myself. Therefore, I have a plan to cast on socks again. And this is weird. I was watching, I think, too much of knitting related videos and podcasts that I even see them in my dreams. And yesterday in daily time I was thinking which of this yarn I should choose, And in my dreams, I choose the yarn. And this morning I woke up and think, okay, I will knit from this yarn. But I was choosing between this Prolana Wallis. I really like this yarn, but the problem is so dark, and who knows how and what light will be in medicine center. Will I be able to knit it? And it's a very soft yarn, and here is 70% wool, 23 polyamide, and 7% polyester elite. So elite. Maybe therefore it's so soft, because this is much more rustic, warm and cozy yarn. Again, I was spending too much time in online shop, and I saw that this brand has many beautiful colors. Yeah, but I will not buying now sock yarns, especially for socks, because I have a plan to knit out these new balls, and after I will knit out all leftovers, because I have very beautiful leftovers. And also I have a plan that finally I need to knit some socks from the two to cuff. But every time I open a pattern and I will start to do it, because I have a book 52 weeks of socks, I have error in my brain, and I just, oh no, this is too hard. I just don't want to think. Maybe I should find some YouTube video where showing how to knit it. I think this will work for me better, because I learn things much better when someone shows me. Show me that. So, and I decide I will cast on, and this must be the toe to cuff, because I want to finally use out all yarn what I have without leftover. And this is a Regia tweed, and here we have in 100 gram 400 meters, and it's 70% wool, 25% polyamide, and 5% viscose. And yes, it's a quite beautiful yarn. I hope you can see this. I have the same yarn in a red color, but I decided to choose between this and this two. Actually, I love idea to buy some very bright color and knit a socks and wear them with sneakers. I finally saw that there is a yarn from one shop. I hope next week I will get it. And I want to knit from Aigo Knit Busan sweater. And I made this plain knit. And I have this hand-dyed yarn, and it will be held together with this white yarn, and I need just buy that white yarn because I use it for Ingrid sweater. I had this spontaneous idea to knit a Christmas gift for my daughter. I had that yarn and I just started and knit it out, but at first idea for that yarn was to knit a Busan sweater. And yes, I'm dreaming about very long time. After this all, I am planning to knit Agate cardigan, because I also have already a pattern. I will use this yarn, I have a lot of this yarn, we'll see. I think that Agatha cardigan will come out quite oversized because this is a very thick yarn. We'll see how this will going on, but it would be nice to have this cardigan to springtime. I have a white trousers, and yes, I want to wear this cardigan now. I really love that design and I just need to use it. And also, I have in my stash many patterns that I didn't knit. Do you do the same, that you are buying patterns and they just isn't knitted out? But I will definitely someday. But the next project, what I'm thinking for a while, quite long, and after watching, I really don't remember which one of that podcaster was, but I loved that idea. Like me, I'm always buying patterns from Petite Knit or my favorite knitwear, or I think that I gonna knit the same story will gonna be they are quite huge. I think they are quite huge designers, very popular, and I just heard that would be nice to support smaller designers, and I think about it a lot, and why not? Of course, should, because I know how it is. I am also a designer, not a knit design, but I am making leather items and something from linen because I love fashion. I love nice natural materials, and I would love that if someone would buying from me also, not only because they like, but maybe with a mindset that they support small brand, small designer. I'm really small because everything what I'm doing by myself. Everything. There is no any help. No one is making my items, not from linen, not from leather. Everything is by my hands. I'm choosing materials, I'm thinking about new designs, and I do everything. And I really want to support designers like this. And there is I have a rustic yarn, super rustic. This one, it's a half wool and half dog wool. It looks like this. It's quite a nice color also, and I washed this yarn. I spend a lot of time with this yarn, but still I need to make balls and take off. Here is a grass in it, and take off all the spots, and it's quite scratchy, yes, yarn. And I decided it would be great jacket or cardigan, not a sweater. I think it would be better to have a cardigan. I don't know if this color suits me, but I was thinking I need to buy mohair, alpaca mohair, something very soft, but when I was taking from the box this yarn, I found that I have already a mohair. The plan from this was different, but I can try to knit a sample. I love to dream about new projects and making samples. Oh my god, yes. And but it feels that I should even two. Okay, maybe I should buy something else. We'll see. It looks like this. Yes, and I have idea for this for this yarn that I will knit a cardigan from some small designers. I started to looking, and I have a Melody Hoffman cardigan idea, linden cardigan. I don't know, is this available pattern, because I see in French she's writing that this cardigan isn't available. It's available at Patreon only. A linden cardigan is created for Patreon subscribers, which means that you can get a copy of the pattern there at the $5 tier only. Let's see how it works, but I am still thinking which one of cardigan I would choose. I just will need to search more. Maybe you have some suggestions, because I really want that this will gonna be a cardigan or jacket or something like this, and I will planning to hold it with mohair, maybe this one, we'll see. But yes, I want to support small designer, and I will be mindful in the future and try to look for designers that not so big. From Fiber Tales, I have a sweater in my mind. It's called Favo sweater, and I have in my mind two yarns. One of them, this one in black color, because I need to finally use all yarn out. And maybe there girl was asking what was that yarn, and the next yarn which I was thinking for this sweater was from this brand Ice or Ike, how it calls. Who is making this yarn? Made in Turkey. But this is a very nice yarn. Here we have 22 baby alpaca, 22% extra fine merino wool, and 56% cotton. And when you wash this yarn, it blooms. Very beautiful. This is my find from this brand. Actually, there was one day I was spending a lot of time in online shops, in Latvian online shops, and I found that for this brand there is a very interesting offer of yarns from natural fibers, because I like more natural fibers. When only for socks, I understand it's very nice if you have polyamide. It's like you will wear that socks much longer. I was spending more time to searching about this yarn, and in the future I have idea to knit something in the red color, but I think not in this orangey color, but in some more cooler tone. I think it will suit me better. Also, I have a rosaric on my face, and I don't want that my face looks worse. But I love this color. Yes, I have next plan. Oh my god, sorry that I'm so chaotic and I become very tired. I to speak so much. But last. Turning back to this color, I have a wool fabric for coat from very similar color, and I had a plan to sell that coat in autumn, and I feel bad that I didn't do this yet. And I think I will do it, because after that I have to start think about my daughter's graduation, and there will be also needed to sew a dress. I think I will do that. And it took huge responsibility and time for me, because I wanted it is perfect. So yes, and I was spending and looking for this yarn. I didn't find many information about this yarn in YouTube, but I think it's worth my attention. And there is many nice other. This is a Manla, but there is any other brand names and types of yarn. So yeah, I will looking forward for this yarn in different color. I think that's it. How you see, there is some plans for me, but I will spend it quite chilly. I have a plan to make 3 new designs for my brand also. Actually, in the beginning of year, nothing much changes in my routine. I'm always thinking about something new for my brand. I'm always thinking something new for my brand, how to do much more for my brand and work. I will work in that. So I usually do that all year long. And yes, I hope there will gonna be work for my brand much more than it was right now. I have this brand 10 years, and I must say that 10 years ago it was much easier to start. It was much easier to start working with handmade brand, and there was much more orders, at least for me. And past 3-4 years, it is harder for me. So it was very, very up and then go down. And looking back in the 1 year part, it's again started to grow up. So yes, and I understood that I need more and more to give my time for that brand, just to see how this will result. And yes, it's a small business problem. So, and yeah, this my year started very nice. Chilling. Soon kids will going to school. I will more alone and more time for work, for knitting, for some part. So happy New Year again. I will editing this, and tomorrow morning you will watching this. Have you very nice craft time, whatever you love to do. Be happy. Don't do big pressure to yourself. Just think, not during in whole year, just during maybe in 1 week. And don't do too much plans. You just will go stressful. I think mostly people become stressful if they have too much tasks and plans and they can't handle it. So just live your life, work, do your hobbies, enjoy your life, whatever you like to do, just live. Have a nice next week, and we will meet soon after 1 week. Bye.